Hey guys, what's up? My name is Eric and I'm the Techy Agent, and today we're reviewing the Garmin Forerunner 630. Now the Forerunner series is fairly popular with Garmin. There are your budget devices in that series, but this is not one of them. This starts at $400, $450 if you want the included heart rate chest strap. Setup is fairly easy. As soon as you charge the device and turn it on for the first time, it enters into a setup mode. Now, once you've set up your personal profile on the watch, you can pair the watch via Bluetooth with the Garmin application, and you can download that for either iOS or Android. As soon as you put your hands on the heart rate monitor and the watch itself, you realize this is made out of quality and premium materials. The screen is made out of a Gorilla Glass 3 screen. It's not plastic. The included charger is a clip-on style charger that just clips onto the side of the watch and connects with some pins that are underneath the watch. And you'll get a pretty significant battery life out of this, at least 7 to 10 days, even if you're using the GPS and the heart rate monitor fairly regularly. Now, the device is fairly light. It's deceivingly large for how much it weighs. But with that being said, it is large. It does feel slightly bulky on the wrist. Now, if you decide you do want to change out the watch straps with something that's a different color or a different style, Garmin does offer some alternatives to the watch straps. They are proprietary, though. They use their own screw system. They don't use the standard watch strap system, which is unfortunate, but at least you can interchange those watch straps with something different if you choose to do so. This does include some smart notifications, basically mostly just notifications like call, text, and app notifications that would pop up in your notifications tray on whatever phone you're using. Now, you can't really interact with these notifications other than to dismiss them, but they are helpful to pop up on the wrist so you don't have to constantly take out your phone. Garmin does have their own app market called Connect IQ, which allows you to access additional watch faces, widgets, and apps. None of these really add to the watch itself, but it does give you a somewhat customizable experience. One of my favorite features about this watch is that it has an always-on color display that is touchscreen. So it is great to be able to swipe between different workout menus while you're working out rather than having to fiddle with a button. However, in direct, bright sunlight, it is a little bit hard to see what's on screen. Now, indoors, you don't have that problem, but outside, you do have a little bit of visibility issues. Now, one of the things that sets the Forerunner 630 apart from the lower Forerunner devices is that it has very advanced metrics that it's collecting. So it can closely approximate your VO2 max as well as your lactate threshold. For those of you unfamiliar with what those terms mean, your lactate threshold is the point at which you begin to accumulate lactic acid more quickly than your body can dissipate it. So in running or riding terms, that's the fastest pace you can maintain for about 30 minutes without feeling like your legs are going to be burning up on fire. Your VO2 max is the maximum amount of oxygen that your body is able to use while working out. So in general, the higher the VO2 max, the more in shape you are. Now, in order for the Garmin Forerunner 630 to be able to determine these advanced metrics, you will have to do cardio workouts for a minimum of 10 hours. Now, I wanted to start this off with a little bit of a challenge for the device, doing something that it wasn't really intended to do, which is to get an accurate calorie count using my heart rate paired with the chest strap in the gym while I was doing some strength training workouts. Now, if you can tolerate the uncomfortableness of a chest strap, it actually did a really good job in the gym with a clear reading on my wrist showing my heart rate in real time. And you can see that compared with the Microsoft Band, it actually did a better job. It was a little bit more responsive in real time. And I did enjoy using this with some strength training and some high intensity interval training, CrossFit style exercises. It did a fairly good job tracking my calories and my heart rate during those types of exercise. So you can see a screenshot of the app now, about a half an hour worth of working out, about 440 calories burned with an average heart rate of 147. If you compare that with the Microsoft Band, you'll see that it gave me 100 more calories than the Microsoft Band, probably because it had a little bit better tracking of my heart rate. The Microsoft Band shorted me on my heart rate monitor because it's not quite as accurate. Now, clearly, this is not designed specifically for weight training, but you can use it to determine your heart rate while you're working out and your calories burned while you're working out. But this is designed for running specifically and cycling, and you'll see some screenshots here of what you'll see while you're running. You'll get different screenshots of your heart rate zone and your actual heart rate, along with your distance, the overall time you've spent, and your total speed, along with your lap distance, your lap time, and your lap pace. You'll see the real time, and then lastly, you'll see some more advanced metrics for running, including your stride length and cadence. Now, the layout in different screens that you see are customizable. You can customize what you see on your screen, and then you can swipe between those different screens while you're working out. So it's very nice. It's very easy to access and see whatever it is you want to access and see while you're working out in real time. So here you'll see I did about 5 miles in 50 minutes. It shows my caloric burn. Now this is an overview screen. You can dive into more advanced metrics on the second tab, which shows you your pace information, your speed information, time, your heart rate, and different running dynamics like your cadence and all of those advanced things that I'm not familiar with myself. You also have your lap information, and you can customize how you want that to be displayed, if you want it to be in kilometers, in miles, or if you want to manually select a different metric to use for your laps. And then you'll get these neat charts and graphs that you see, and they are displayed vertically. However, if you turn your phone sideways, you'll be able to see an elongated horizontal view, which kind of blows them up and allows you to see them with a little bit more clarity. Now, most of these metrics are very advanced. Again, something you're not going to get on the lower Forerunner devices. So if you're somebody who is an avid runner, this is definitely a device that you should consider. Now, all of those metrics that were collected were on a treadmill. The graphics that you're seeing now are actually an outdoor run where you get additional metrics, including the weather, the temperature, and you're also able to see kind of a map of where you were at while you were jogging, as well as elevation information, and that's something you obviously wouldn't get on a treadmill. Now, the GPS on this is great. It uses both American satellites and GLONASS satellites, which means it uses international satellites. So your GPS information and acquisition is going to be very fast, very sharp. It's going to be able to be very accurate, and that's something that's going to be important if you're somebody who's an avid runner, jogger, or cycler. Now, I did take this cycling, and you are going to get some helpful metrics, which include your time elapsed, the distance that you've done via GPS, your calories burned, as well as your heart rate and elevation information. You will not be able to get cadence, though, because it does not have an included cadence sensor. That's something you'll have to purchase separately. Now, this does have additional all-day tracking, including all-day steps, distance, and calories. It also does automatic sleep tracking as well, and all of that information pairs, again, with the Garmin app. It also has music controls to be able to control your designated music app, and you'll also have access to your calendar as well as access to weather information. So it's a very well-rounded device for being something that's specifically geared for runners and cyclers. So if you are an avid runner or cycler, this is a way to get something that's designated for your sport, as well as to have some smartwatch features and some all-day tracking as well. So it's definitely worth your consideration. Now, if you're interested in purchasing this, please click the link in the description below. It will take you over to my friends at Clever Training, which will offer you the best price on this product, great customer service, free shipping, and most importantly, it does help support this channel. Hey guys, my name is Eric and I'm the Techy Agent. We'll catch you next time.